Episode 9. Hello. Welcome to Asha Media TV. My name is Asha, and for those of you that are new here, welcome. This is where I like to watch and react and review a variety of stuff related to sci-fi/fantasy/comic books. So in today's video, I am going to be watching and reacting and reviewing episode 9 of the first season of Supernatural. But before I get to doing anything, let's cover some bases. So for those of you that are new here, keep on watching. For those of you that are not new, just skip right to the countdown to the start of my reaction or to the review, wherever you want to go. Timestamps in the description box. So number one thing I need you to know is that this is a spoiler reaction and spoiler review. So spoilers ahead, you have been warned. And number two, just in case you have watched previous reactions where there was footage and clips related to the episode, that is no longer my style that I upload to YouTube. Instead, I have a watch along or follow along style, so you have to have the episode ready on your end, and I have the episode ready on my end, and we sync up together and watch the episode respectively, but with no footage or clips shown. I know it's a bummer for some, but it works out for others, and for those of you that are willing to do that with me in this video, let's go and do it. And lastly, just in case you do want an alternative reaction that's a lot more stress-free than what I provide here on YouTube, details on how to access that alternate reaction is in the description box. Just follow the link and you'll find out how to get access to bonus content. Okay, so now assuming that you are ready to roll with me in watching along this episode, let's get to it. Starting with the synopsis for this episode, as I'm reading here in my Amazon Prime account, or Amazon Video account. Is it Prime? Prime Video? Well, yeah, it actually says Prime Video. Amazon Prime Video. Okay, so episode 9 here, it's titled Home. And it says here, after a psychic helps the brothers find a malevolent poltergeist that has inhabited their childhood home house, they set out to exorcise it but are blindsided by another spirit. Okay, so we are entering the spirit world. Hardcore, it seems. Okay, maybe not hardcore, but we're only in season 1. And I've been told to expect a lot up until season, the last season anyway. Either way, this is the first episode that I'm seeing so far where there's a focus on spirit and the spirit world or the afterlife world or something along those lines, right? Okie dokie, so now that I have the synopsis all read and I have an idea of what to expect with this episode, let's get to watching it, shall we? Now, in case this is your first time doing a watch-along, follow-along style with me, I'm just going to give you an overview as to what to expect. And if you're not new and you've been doing this for a while now, you know what to do. Just skip ahead to the countdown and I'll see you there. So basically my watch-along style is very straightforward. I start right at 000. Now for this show, I don't skip the recap, and I know I probably should by now because it tends to be the same recap over and over again anyway. But I just don't anyway. I don't know. Maybe I just like seeing Dean's face as much as possible because I'm Team Dean so far. Yes, so I start right at 0. And if I need to pause, I pause mainly for 3 reasons. Reason number 1 being that I'm experiencing some lag issues and that my video needs a bit of buffering. So I'll pause and wait about 3 to 5 seconds and hopefully things work out. So yeah, that's reason number 1. Reason number 2 is the most common, and that is I want to rewind. I want to go back 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, wherever I need to go so I can clarify things for myself if need be. And the third reason that I'll normally pause, which is not quite often with this particular series, but it has its moments, and that is to simply kind of give a bit of commentary. I might have a specific question right there in a moment that I want to ask you and have you comment or leave a reply for me about it, because I'll either forget it and not bring it up during my review, or also it's just my way of trying to regroup what's happened in the past episodes and kind of connect it to this episode. That's pretty much it, really. And what you'll see on the screen is a visual cue for when I say play, when I'm pausing, when I'm rewinding, as well as, of course, my vocal cue. So if that sounds like an easy thing to do, let's get to watching. Let's go. Okay, are you ready to count down with me to play? I'm taking that as a yes. Let's go. All right, so I'm at the 000 mark, and we are counting down right now. 3, 2, 1, play. I cannot wait till we finally see their dad. That's a little different from last week's episode, the Lawrence, Kansas. Uh-oh. And then she sees nothing. And then there's something actually in her closet that we'll see later. It's straightforward. Kid's like, nah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Makes her feel better. I hope this is not some spirit that goes hurting kids, though. I don't think I'm ready for that. The sound effect I'm hearing is like pitter-patter. What is that? Oh, gosh. Maybe it's bats. Rats and bats. Oh, no. Just don't hurt the little girl, please. Yo, scream, kid! I'd be screaming! This is the point to scream! Ah! Oh my god. She's so calm. Oh boy. So is it the spirit of their mother haunting them? Because she died there. This kid is like frozen in fear. That's probably why she's not screaming. Yeah, I think it's the mother's spirit. Oh, ooh. John. Oh, Sammy. Oh my god. What the fuck? Please don't hurt the little girl. Oh my gosh. Yo. Therapy for life for that chiquita. Oh. That's so scary. What? Who was that? Wait, I gotta rewind. Who was that? Okay, so I'm gonna pause. I'm at 5 minutes and 12 seconds. So 512. I'm gonna go back 10 seconds. 10. Okay, so I'm at 502. And let's see. Is that the mom? Like the mom we just saw? Okay, let me go back an extra 10 seconds. And then I'm going to press play. So I'm at 452, counting down to play. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, it is her. So she's being attacked by the ghost in the house? Or was he just... Because he has premonitions, right? So did he preview that? And that hasn't happened yet? Cattle mutilations. Guest starring Jeffrey Dean Morgan, so we're going to see some flashbacks, I guess? Or he shows up in the friggin' episode? Loretta Devine! Oh, she's in this? Are you going to tell Dean about your premonition talent, buddy? Just tell him. It's so weird that he won't tell Dean that. Uh-huh. Do it. Do it. Mm. Uh... The Shining. Oh, really? Why? Seven 007. That tree is very pronounced. That's a good answer. Sam is like keen on this. This is interesting. It's like the complete opposite, where Dean is usually all for it. Juice junkie. As soon as I found one, so how did she afford that? Savings. Oh. Okay. All the classic signs, it seems, maybe? Oh, man. I would move my daughter out of that room. She hasn't... That is not a nightmare. Oh, boy. I would just come clean at that point. Go back before you, then. What about the people who lived there before them? Like, is it just related to the house? That's what I'm wondering. So, like, is there a hellmouth underneath the house? I've never seen Dean like this. This is so cool. What is he gonna do? Oh. Oh my god. Oh, he's gonna show up and like save them at the end of the episode or something? I can't get... Oh my god. Yo. Ah, it's a monkey too. It's like a creepy monkey thing. I gotta give it up to plumbers though. Not an easy job. That's freaky as hell. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Don't do what I think it's gonna do. I'm almost scared to see this. Okay. I thought something was gonna like grind his hand or something. Ah! Oh my god! No! Ew! Oh my gosh! What the fuck? Okay, there's gore and that's just disgusting. Okay, I gotta pause. I'm at 1715. That was a little much, man, because I think I've totally underestimated the show. I think I've been thinking it's gonna be... You know what I think I've been thinking it's gonna be a little bit on the safer side of visual horror. And it's not. This is just season 1. I just needed to kind of... Okay, I need to brace myself for that, because I don't know why I had the impression. I think it's because it's so old in a sense, right? And I was like, okay, 2006, it probably wasn't all that whatever. Like, I have not looked into anything with the show at all. I'm just basing it off on first impressions I'm watching and comments that some of you leave for me. But this is really, really intense horror, and I can only imagine it's going to get more graphic. Okay. I just need to reconcile myself with that. Alright, let's continue. Okay, so counting down to play. 3, 2, 1, play. So how do you know it's a palm reader? He just said, "Oh, I'm gonna see a palm reader." Huh. They gotta laminate those pages though. I could see it coming where something happens to that journal. Loretta. So they come for lies. She ain't got all day. Move it. She is a psychic. Fair enough, yes. Now that she explained it like that. Sam is loving this. They're suing her? I swear, if something happens to the little boy, I don't know if I can keep watching this show. Oh. Oh my gosh. I hope we don't have like a Ghostbuster movement here. Or moment, you know, where it's like, Zool! Come drink your juice! No, no, no! No! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, what kind of show is this? Okay, that kid better be still alive. Otherwise... Oh, man. That's where Sam was as a baby. Yeah, I don't understand either. Hellmouth! His mom's spirit, probably. Okay. At least she's getting it done for free. I think it's the mom spirit that's still there. Holy shit. This spirit is not wasting any time. It likely knows what they're trying to do. Oh shit. Whoa! Holy oh, okay. Okay. Oh. Motherfucker. Oh my gosh. Is it? Yeah. Oh. What the fuck? Okay. I'm not understanding how that happened. He kicked in the wall and then that, like, exercised it out? Just like that? The least you can do is clean up for her. Don't just leave it like that. Mm-hmm. And Sam. It's the mom he's needed. Oh, wait, no. She's wearing the sweater he had in his dream. It's not over. Oh my god, I think I already see how it's gonna end. It's gonna end with her banging on the window just like his dream. And it's a cliffhanger. Oh, shit. Okay, good. I was like, they didn't just drive off. They must have suspected something. Trust your instincts. Yes! He sees it! Run back in! Okay, because I was like, that would be a shitty cliffhanger, man. Oh my gosh. What is that snarling sound? What the fuck? Run inside, Dean. Whoa, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. The door just closed. Okay, okay, okay. This is one mother effing feisty ass. Is it a demon? Ooh. The mom. Oh. But is she good though, or is this an illusion? What? What the hell just happened here? I don't know what to make of that. Oh my gosh. I'm getting a headache. Aww. Okay. Oh. She was going after it? Yeah, I'd like to know that too. I have a theory based on just other types of fantasy sci-fi that I've watched. I will mention it during my review. Yo, that ghost better not come after her. Okay. Sam, she's referring to. What is going on here? Ah! Of what? Oh, oh my gosh. The suspense is going to drive me friggin' crazy. Okay, we're stopping. I've already stopped. Okay. Review. Tab. I'm a basket case right now. Okay, this episode did something to me. If you watched my reaction, I underestimated this show. And I'm gonna be honest, there's a part of me that wants to just binge watch the whole goddamn series up until, the end, and turn off my phone, turn off everything for a good 2 weeks. I can't really, I gotta work, but still in between that, and just get to like the end. There's a part of me that just wants to do that. But I'm a person that likes to finish what they start. I started the channel to watch and review shows like this. So I'm not going to do that. Don't worry. I'm not going to do that. And I know the journey is what matters. It's the journey to that conclusion. But man, it's going to be something. All right. So let's start with some stuff that confuses me because I got a lot of that. The number one thing I'm definitely confused on, taken directly from this episode, is that if the mom was the benevolent spirit fighting the bad spirit, she had a funny way of showing that, or it was basically executed visually that I just did not perceive it like that. Because if the mom was the fiery creature in the closet, just coming out like that to a little girl doesn't really denote benevolence. So basically what I'm trying to get at is that if all along the fiery version of her was her trying to come out to protect the situation, then why didn't she just come out looking like all angelic the way she did at the end there to fight off the poltergeist, right? I just don't understand why was that waited. Like, why did they wait to that moment to be like, oh, it's me. Hi, Sam. Hi, Dean. And then she turns to the house and she's like, okay, be gone, evil spirit. And then, you know, they cancel each other out. I feel like they should have shown visually this tug of war of one spirit trying to do something bad and her trying to stop it, trying to, you know, tell them to get lost. All I can presume is that she only took action when Sam and Dean were in danger in the house, which was at the end. So, all along then, when Sam and Dean weren't in danger, but the kids were, at given points in the episode, which I'm going to get to, especially that moment with the little boy in the fridge. But all of that happening to the kids, I would have liked to have seen her kind of fight that off a little bit, because all those scenes where they're showing the bad spirit attacking the plumber and putting the kid in the fridge, it would have been cool to see her spirit kind of try to save the situation, you know, open up the fridge and let the kid free, maybe protect the plumber. For me as a viewer to see two spirits at war in the same house. And since that wasn't the case, all I can presume, and let me know if I'm wrong here, is that she only came out at the final ending there because Sam was directly about to be hurt by that bad spirit. Let alone the fact he was almost choked to death. And, yeah, I guess that's just confusing to me. That's just confusing to me. That she only came at the last minute to protect them. And what about everything else that was happening in the home? You know, a little bit of compassion for the little girl, little kid. I don't know. Please explain that whole thing for me in the comments. Just within the context of this episode, please explain to me if they did visually execute showing her spirit fighting that bad spirit and what was used for me to get it. Because I will go back and watch this episode to see it again if it's explained properly. But, yeah. That definitely took me for a loop. Now let's get to the thing that I just absolutely did not like about this episode whatsoever. And it's not a reflection on the show itself. It's more or less just highlighting my own sensitivity to visuals of either animals or children being hurt. I'm very sensitive to that. I just am. And I have, there's a line that I have. It's there, and I'm letting you know right now. I have a line where if they visually show children or a child or an innocent animal being graphically tortured, murdered, whatever, I've kind of made it a rule for myself. I don't want to watch that. And that's one of those kind of, it's not for me. It's not for me. I have my limits to the type of horrific elements I will watch. And I know it's kind of maybe weird for some of you who may be like, well, you know, why is it any different if it's a grown person being tortured? Well, it is different. I'm just sensitive to children and animals being hurt. Even if it's a fictional thing. I don't want to visually see it. I just don't. So everybody's got their limits. I got my limits, and that was the thing. And I really was serious, if you watched my reaction, if they were going to show that child dead, because of the ghost locking it up and freezing it and hurting it, my journey with Supernatural would have been over. I just could not watch any further. Okay, let's now focus on the positives with this episode, because there's a lot of them. Starting with Missouri. Woo! I love Loretta Devine. I'm a huge fan of hers as an actress. She has such great style in the way she delivers her performances. They're very similar, actually. Like, if you line up 10 characters she's played, they have similar mannerisms, but that's the Loretta Devine style, which I like very much. And it was nice to see her in this show, in this episode. And the whole back and forth between how she talks to Dean versus how she talks to Sam. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And added levity to moments where I literally was like on the verge of tears or on the verge of screaming in frustration. So yes, I definitely have to give her presence in this episode a two thumbs up for sure. And the next thing that I absolutely enjoyed watching, and I'll always enjoy watching that, and that is a variation in the character or the attitude or demeanor of our main boys, right? Dean and Sam. It was really interesting to see in this episode Sam take more of a lead to say, okay, we're going to go and we're going to investigate that, and this is this and this is that, right? He was more being Dean for the moment, and Dean is the one who's like, oh shit, and he's vulnerable, he's scared, he calls his daddy, he's like, come help me. Oh my god, that scene, Jensen Ackles, woo, got me there. It went beyond his looks. I was really, really feeling it for him, and I love that. It was just really nice and cool to see Sam act a certain way that's a little different than what I've seen so far, and Dean act a certain way that's a lot different, simply highlighting the spectrum of their personality as they've shown it thus far. And the last thing for now that I will definitely point out as a positive is we finally see the dad. And now it's like, why is he hiding from Dean and Sam? I can't wait to find out. It's boggling my mind. And the fact that, as Missouri said, Sam didn't even sense his presence. And let me just kind of add on to this, because it just came to mind. She mentions Sam's abilities. So it's plural, which is going to lead into a theory, which I'm going to say in just a moment. But back to the dad. So yeah, we see the dad. He's hiding from them deliberately until he finds out the truth of something in particular. So that truth he was looking to find has something to do with his interaction, because he says he wants to see them, but he can't. So usually, just naturally, wouldn't that imply that there's some kind of rule he's following, where if he sees them, he's breaking a rule or breaking an oath of some kind that will not lead him to the truth he's looking for? Okay, I'm going to be far-reaching on this stuff, okay? I'm literally going back into all kinds of stories. For some reason, this episode reminded me of Anne Rice. I don't know if you're fans of Anne Rice. I'm a huge fan of Anne Rice. Not just her Vampire Chronicles, but her Witches Chronicles. And it just reminded me of the Witch Chronicles. Even though there's nothing in there hardly remotely the same. I don't know what it was. I was thinking of a character, if you know the Vampire Chronicles and the Witch Chronicles, character is called Merrick. And Merrick, anyway, it just reminded me of that character, okay? And I don't want to give spoilers on Anne Rice stuff for anybody who's looking for that. I want to keep the spoilers related to Supernatural. So where I'm going with my theory is that, and you can just say yes or no, okay? You can say yes or no. Is Sam a witch? Like, was his mother a witch? Because one of you did comment, and I hope it's not considered a spoiler, but I didn't take it as one. That should matter. I did not take it as one. But one of you commented that as the series goes on, we learn more about the backstory of his mother's family. And so, to me, that should only be relevant if it has to do with the supernatural, right? So, my guess is Sam's a warlock. And his mom was a witch. That's why he has all those abilities. Am I wrong? Or am I right? Am I close? Am I hot or cold? I'll leave it up to you how you want to answer that for me. But that's where I'm going with it. I think Sam's a warlock. There you have it. That is my reaction and review of episode 9 of Supernatural. I can't wait to watch the next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, you know what to do. The prompt is there for you on the screen. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Asha, and I will see you for the next episode. Peace, people. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos and subscribe. You know you wanna.